So we love calling people out. But there's one person that's on Young Turks that really loves calling people out. Now you're thinking, oh, it's gotta be Anna. Now, wait a minute, maybe it's Cenk. Wrong, Aida Rodriguez.
Yeah, Aida brings the fire. I love when she's on our panels. And there was a story this year about Fox News getting salty over Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's name, right? And so what I love is that Aida Rodriguez clapped back at Fox News for how salty they got over that situation. And look, again, she always brings the fire. She's about to bring the fire in this next clip. Again, just pay close attention to what she's saying about the future for Fox News. We've been, for the most part, avoiding this story because it's so ridiculous. But today's headline in the New York Post put me over the top. They write, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez flips out over mocking her name. I'm like, no, she didn't flip out. She didn't flip out at all, and I'm about to explain that to you right now. So this all started when Laura Ingraham has a guest on her show, and they felt the need to mock the way that AOC pronounces her name. Take a look.
You've noticed that AOC, who's the star of the moment, she's the it girl, and I mean girl in a very mature way.
Yes, of course.
She is the star, and she's the juice of the whole party. So where the excitement is. But you notice that when she introduces herself, does she take on that Obama? Obama put on accents.
She does the Latina thing where she does her, Anastasio Ocasio-Cortez.
That sounds nice.
And then when I introduce myself, I say Giuseppe Egidio di Genova, and I assume she's going to love that when I do that.
Can I just say that I love that the lower third says a new low in journalism? Like, yep.
Absolutely.
Leave it to Laura Ingraham to give you a new low in journalism. But anyway, so they're having a conversation about how a Latina pronounces her name like a Latina, right?
Correctly.
Correctly, exactly. So it was a ridiculous conversation. I didn't care, I ignored it. AOC did respond to it though, and I wanna give you her response. She says, if by the Latina thing, she means I actually do the work instead of just talk about it, then yeah, I'm doing the Latina thing. Unless of course she's talking about being multilingual, which we know isn't a Latina thing. It's a 21st century thing. So that was her first tweet. And then she brought up something that I actually hadn't noticed people doing, but apparently it happens all the time. She says, my last name is Ocasio-Cortez, full stop. That's my name. No, you can't say Cortez. I've never used that in my life. Cortez is referring to someone else. Even if they're trying to be rude plus wrong, my dad's last name was Ocasio anyway. His name was hyphenated too though. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, look, I get it. Some people will get thrown off by the hyphen, but she does have a hyphenated last name, Ocasio-Cortez. And she says, hey, I'm okay with people calling me AOC. In a subsequent tweet, she said the same thing. But look, that's it. That was her reaction. That was her reaction.
That's her flipping out?
That was her flipping out, according to the New York Post.
All right, so let me just flip out for her because first of all, Laura Ingraham, I can't understand what you're saying because your face isn't moving. And it's very hard to hear the words coming out of your mouth because your lips are having a hard time moving. But I will come for you because I can. I'm not being, first of all, in Latin countries, Latin American countries, you have both of your parents' last names. That's not you honoring your parents or paying tribute to your parents. That's just the way that it is. Legally, your name is, in Puerto Rico, they hyphenate. My name is Aida Margarita Rodriguez Paradas. That's my full name, and that is the name that they gave me, and that's my legal name in the Dominican Republic and in Puerto Rico. But the audacity of as Amanda Seal said, the caucasity of white people to think that it is a joke to ask someone to properly pronounce your name, which is so offensive to everyone. My name is Aida, and I have to tell people all the time, my name is not Aida, my name is not Adia. I let many people call me Aida for many years, because I didn't want to be uncomfortable and I didn't want to seem like the immigrant telling somebody else that I'm in America and they should be able to call me whatever they want. No, because when you go to Puerto Rico, nobody tells Charles, your name is Carlos now. You know what I mean? They say, hey, Charles, they have to pronounce your name the way that it is. That's respect. People put love and thought and a whole bunch into naming their children. The least you can do is have the respect to call somebody, what if I wanted to say Laura? Hey, no, Laura, your name isn't Laura. Your name is Laura. Say it correctly. Say your name, Laura.
Laura, I would love for you to do that to Laura Ingraham because her head would explode.
Laura, I like
She'd be
that.
like, Laura!
I know.
Like, just the whiteness would start oozing out of her ears.
So I have a, and this is a genuine question, because, so I actually have a pretty good Spanish accent because Armenian and Spanish has a similar accent. So I can say your name correctly. But I also, like, I always say Aida instead of Aida because I just feel like, am I gonna pull the Pakistan thing, you know? And I don't wanna seem ridiculous. Like, I'm afraid of seeming ridiculous by putting the accent on there when, I don't know.
But that's fine because you're calling me Aida. You know, you don't have to become, you know, like I can't stand when people do that when they pander to me. They're like, oh, Aida, hablas español, you know, and I'm like, you don't have to do all of that. It's okay. But I don't. But it's not Aida. And I for many years I grew up people calling me Aida because I didn't want to make people uncomfortable by correcting them and saying my name is Aida. But then when my grandmother got sick and she passed away, I wanted to honor her because I'm her namesake. Her name has never been Aida, you know, and it's just. It's offensive, and the reality of it is that at some point, even when they do it with black people names, oh, John Tavius, oh, ha, ha. It's not funny, it's somebody's name. Their parents named them that, and it's a cultural thing, and if you think it's funny, you know, I think the most blandest name on the planet is Lara, you know what I mean? It's bland. It's like eating that potato salad we don't want to eat because it ain't got no seasoning in it. Okay, how about if I did that? That's not cool, right? It's not cool for me to shame you about your name because per my perception and my limited view, I would say that's bland like potato salad, but that's also dishonoring somebody whose name is Laura, and I don't think it's cool to do that to you, bland Laura. So don't do that to Alejandra Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah, I would also say just going even beyond the proper pronunciation, she's talking about her actual name.
Yes.
It's Ocasio-Cortez. That's her full last name. If you called her Cortez, it's like calling me Ng. Helen Ng, because my last name is H-O-N-G, and you just decided to drop the first two letters.
Right.
Helen Ng, like that's not my name. It's Hong.
Well, also, I feel like conservatives have this weird reaction to anyone who wants to be referred to as in a certain way, right? Whether it's pronouns or it's the way the name is pronounced or it's the complete name that someone wants to be referred to as. They just, for some reason, get so offended and they get so uptight over a simple act of respecting someone and what their preference is.
Right.
So if someone tells me, no, I don't want to be referred to as Aida, I want to be referred to as something else. Why would I find that offensive? Why would I have this full-blown conversation about it on the show?
With a clown who thought it was funny to let a white woman mock a person's name based on their cultural heritage and then went and mocked his own name because he's a clown. But the reason is because they want to erase us. They want us to be this bland, you know, we are here and we're not going anywhere. And when I say we, I'm not just talking about the Alejandra Ocasio-Cortezes, the Keishas, the Shakiras, the Mohammeds are all here. So you better learn how to pronounce our names because we are here and we're not going anywhere.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. We really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.